Have you ever felt a strong desire to connect with the Qur'an, yet didn't know where to begin? You are not alone. So many hearts long for its guidance, but feel overwhelmed, thinking it's too difficult or they're not ready. The truth is, the Qur'an is meant for you, right now, exactly where you are. You don't need perfection or special skills, just a sincere intention and a single step to start a journey that can change your life forever. Many people feel a deep desire to connect with the Qur'an, yet an overwhelming sense of confusion holds them back. They wonder which surah to begin with, whether they should first learn to read Arabic properly, or if they need a teacher before even opening the book. This uncertainty creates hesitation, making the journey seem more complicated than it really is. Instead of taking a simple first step, the mind becomes crowded with questions and doubts. As a result, a sincere intention remains unfulfilled, not because of lack of love for the Qur'an, but because of not knowing how to begin. Some people assume that the Qur'an is only for those with deep knowledge, advanced Arabic, or years of study, and this belief creates an unnecessary distance. In reality, its message speaks to every human being, regardless of background, age, or level of understanding. It addresses real emotions, daily struggles, and personal growth in a way that anyone can connect with. You don't need to be an expert to benefit from its guidance. Even a simple reading with sincerity can open the heart and bring clarity, making it relevant and accessible to every seeker. Allah has already removed the barrier by making His words accessible and gentle for those who seek them sincerely. Yet, people often postpone their journey, assuming they need a perfect routine, ideal timing, or complete readiness before they begin. Days pass, and that delay slowly becomes a habit. The ease is already there, but the hesitation grows stronger with time. What could have started with a few sincere moments keeps getting pushed further away. This delay is not due to difficulty in the Qur'an itself, but because of the mindset that keeps telling us to wait instead of simply starting. Shaitan works quietly, planting subtle thoughts that seem harmless, but slowly pull a person away from taking action. He doesn't always stop you directly. Instead, he fills your mind with distractions, making other tasks feel more urgent and leaving no space for the Qur'an. At times, he creates doubt, making you question your ability or worthiness to begin. These whispers feel like your own thoughts, which makes them even more convincing. Over time, they build a barrier that feels real, even though it isn't. Recognizing these patterns is important, so you don't unknowingly follow a path that leads you further away. A sustainable journey with the Qur'an is built through small, consistent efforts rather than overwhelming bursts of motivation. Setting unrealistic goals often leads to burnout, making it harder to continue in the long run. When you choose a manageable pace, it becomes easier to stay regular without feeling burdened. Consistency allows the heart to slowly absorb meaning and develop a genuine connection over time. Even a few minutes daily can create a strong foundation, turning a simple habit into a lifelong relationship. What matters is not the amount done at once, but the ability to continue without breaking the flow. The companions approach the Qur'an with a deep sense of responsibility, focusing on transformation rather than quantity. They would take a few verses at a time, giving themselves the space to reflect and understand the message fully. Each passage was treated as guidance to be lived, not just recited. They allowed the words to shape their character, decisions, and daily actions. This steady approach created a strong and lasting connection, where knowledge was directly linked with practice. Their example shows that true learning is not about how much you cover, but how deeply the message becomes part of your life. Prophet Muhammad Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam emphasized that the highest virtue lies not only in reading the Qur'an, but in learning it with sincerity and teaching it to others. This teaching encourages believers to become active participants in spreading guidance, turning knowledge into a communal blessing. By sharing what you learn, you strengthen your own understanding and create a ripple effect that benefits others spiritually. Teaching also reinforces reflection, memory, and application, ensuring that the Qur'an becomes a living part of life. Following this practice elevates a believer's connection to Allah and fulfills a responsibility toward both personal growth and the wider community. Even a single ayah studied with focus and sincerity can have a profound impact on the heart and mind. Quality matters more than quantity, because one verse can illuminate understanding, inspire reflection, and guide actions. When approached thoughtfully, even a few words can become a source of strength during trials, a reminder of Allah's mercy, and a spark for personal growth. Starting with a small portion reduces overwhelm and allows the learner to build confidence, gradually increasing both knowledge and connection. Over time, these small steps accumulate, creating a meaningful and transformative relationship with the Qur'an that lasts a lifetime. Perfection is not a prerequisite for starting with the Qur'an. Many hesitate because they fear mistakes in pronunciation, understanding, or memorization. Yet Allah values effort, intention, and sincerity far more than flawless execution. Beginning imperfectly allows the heart to engage with His words, and each small attempt brings reward and growth. Mistakes become opportunities for learning rather than reasons for delay. By starting despite imperfections, a person develops patience, humility, and persistence, all of which strengthen the spiritual journey. The key is to move forward, knowing that every step taken sincerely is counted and loved by Allah. The Qur'an is not merely a book to be read or memorized. It is a guide that speaks to every aspect of life. It offers light in times of darkness, clarity in confusion, and comfort in moments of sorrow. When a believer approaches it with sincerity, the Qur'an becomes a constant companion, shaping decisions, refining character, and nurturing the soul. Its verses remind us of Allah's mercy, justice, and wisdom, and they encourage reflection on our purpose in this world. Engaging with the Qur'an transforms not just knowledge, but the very way we live and interact with life. Remember, the journey with the Qur'an begins with one small step, and every sincere effort is loved by Allah. May He make your path easy, illuminate your heart, and grant you understanding and steadfastness. At Graceful Deen, we encourage you to start today, no matter how small the step. If this reminder touched your heart, share it with others, subscribe for more guidance, and comment below with "May Allah make me steadfast in the Qur'an," so we can all pray for each other.